Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Amplify, 4th of July edition. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Please be safe and blessed this weekend. My guest, Marcus, with MarketWise Appraisal. Remember, I said Marcus Wise?
Marcus Wise. That's what Phil calls it.
I like Marcus Wise. I like that. So, yes, we have Marcus with MarketWise, president. He is located right here in Florida, down in South Florida. Thank you so much for being a guest.
Thank you. Don't hold the fireworks in your hands. The only thing I have to say.
Don't do that. And
I had the displeasure of seeing one of my cousins as an ER doctor, and we were at lunch with her, and
your wife left.
Her and her wife are both ER doctors, which is just hilarious. And they're in Orlando, up near you. And she's like, "Oh, you want to see something?" I'm like, "No, I don't." She just puts the phone in front of my face, and it's like, this guy held a firework in his hand, and it was just, nightmare fuel.
Done, and I post this, I might have you get me over those pictures to make sure.
No. What are you, crazy? It was awful looking. Go Google it. I never want to see that again. It's stuck in my head.
And I wanted Marcus to be a guest because Marcus and I just celebrated our 1-year anniversary of working and partnering together, and we celebrated it during the NAMBA Topgolf event in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. And I wanted to bring Marcus on because Marcus gets it. Marcus and we work extremely well together. From that has come trust and actual relationship, friendship, right? And he gets it. And it's our style and the way he decided to incorporate social media marketing into his strategy. I know it comes from me all the time, on LinkedIn especially, but I want you to hear it directly from someone who decided to do something different to get different results. And here we are a year later. And what are you seeing, Marcus?
Yeah, I mean, before we got together, that was the beginning. I mean, that was one of the first few events I did in person. And before that, strategy was different. I had a different business partner. We were doing things, in my opinion, the wrong way. But I wasn't in charge of that side of the business back then. And I didn't take ownership of it until, we had a big internal transition. And now that I have a new partner and we had a whole new strategy going into the end of 2023, and that was kind of the game plan from there on. So my goal was to reinvest in the business and make myself as visible as possible. And, your pitch was pretty compelling. And it's just like, hey, we're going to do LinkedIn as a component of you being visible. And I looked at it that way because my whole goal going into the start of 2024 was like, eat where they eat, right? Eat where they eat and figure out, okay, I have an idea. These are people I want to do business with. Where do they quote unquote eat? And in our industry, it's very much so like networking events, trade shows, charitable causes and things of that nature. So it's like, how do I put myself in a room with the people that I want to do business with? Now, you could do that. You could post on social media and you could be unlikable. You might not have much social skill, and in which case you're probably the wrong person for that job. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I have any of those things, but I will say that, me showing up genuinely and being personable, asking questions, getting to know people, forming relationships has been the deciding factor in what's contributed to the growth of the company. Now, this was almost 2 years ago. We're just seeing the fruits of those labors now, in terms of signing on, new clients, signing on new business opportunities. And it's not like, hey, I'm not making money day one, even once you sign those people on, but I got the hardest part done, which is getting in the door. And I would attribute that to me forming those relationships. And it's like, not day one. They see you day one, like, okay, there's a guy. Cool. He introduced himself to me. Great.
Yeah.
what's next, what's going on in my own business. They're not focused on doing business with you or me or anybody day one. But I was having a conversation with Raven Pfeiffer the other day,
Yeah.
and one of the things that she said that really resonated, because it kind of reinforced the experience I've had in this business, is that it's about doing business with people you like, number one, and number two, doing business with people you trust. And how do you build likability and trust? It's like, well, you have to be likable and trustworthy.
You do.
And it's so apparent in this and any industry that if you
Yeah.
are not those things, you will not be successful. So a lot of that's in person, and showing
Yeah.
up and talking to people, learning what they like, who they are as a human. The business conversation will follow,
It
right?
does. It
It's
really
not
does.
it's not like I'm going to show up and hard sell somebody, because like I'm not a timeshare salesperson. I'm a person that's very interested in doing business with people I like. If that was not the case, I probably could have grown this business a very different direction, had a real stressful life, and I don't want that. So
Yeah.
the LinkedIn component is just like a social reinforcement strategy. I think it's like, I'm out doing things, you put it out, people know it, great.
Yeah.
And then it's up to
And
me to actually form those relationships beyond that.
it is just a tool to help you build, like you said, trust, and help you build a likable presence. And with partner with me, not only do I help you manage all that, I keep you accountable, I keep you consistent, because you mentioned that before. You were like, I go to these events and sometimes I forget. I forget to take a picture. Even though we hang out at events together, right? But there's times I'm not with you all the time. So I have to make sure and hold you accountable to take, pictures, take content, and then it's my job to put a bow on it and make it pretty. But I keep you accountable, and that's what you need. And it took, you said, almost, we've been together for over a year now, but it took almost a solid 2 years. It took me about a year and a half to get my first client, and it's consistency. People will not, like you said, they won't approach you and be like, yeah, I want to give this guy business the first time right away. No, that does not happen. Not at all.
It's like a
So
weaving, winding dance. And the beautiful thing is, once you form a relationship, I mean, it kind of sets the foundation for everything else. Like
absolutely.
things are going to happen, mistakes are going to happen. But if you truly like form a relationship with a client, understand
Yeah.
them, and you can call them and talk to them about all sorts of things, and you go to these in-person events and you share your life stories with them, talk to them about what's going on in your world, get to know them. Like it helps set a good foundation. You're not building a
It
house on
does.
stilts. You want to build a house on a nice concrete slab and make sure it's not going anywhere.
That's right. And I see you going out there, you're putting in the effort, you're doing the work. I support you. You and I have an amazing communication. We're always texting, making sure I give you ideas. I mean, it's the best. And those are the type of, you need to form a tribe, because then from you, obviously, I'm going to shout you out. You're my go-to appraisal company. As a matter of fact, when I was at MBA New Jersey and some appraisal company was hosting some taco event, and I was like taken back. Remember,
Bums.
I text you. I text you. I'm like, "What is this, homie? What is this?" Like, I was so taken back. Like, you didn't invite me. Um, but that's the kind of relationship you want, because if I see anything, I'm gonna let you know about it. I got your back, and vice versa. As we approach our time limit, because it goes quick, you are located in all of Florida. Marcus, where do you do business at?
The whole Southeast.
The whole Southeast?
Carolinas out to Texas, and we connect Florida, Georgia, Carolinas, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, whole thing.
The whole thing. You guys, Marcus is the real deal. I like to, every time I do things for him, I do the little muscle thing, because for me, it's
My
muscles
strong
with
arm.
Marcus.
Sorry. I had to.
I love it, but I'm trying to get him to make that a brand, just like tacos with me. I'm trying to get him slowly into that. But you guys, he is the real deal. I appreciate him being a part of my tribe. Connect with him, follow MarketWise. And if you need any appraisal needs, please reach out to him. He is been such a blessing. I appreciate our friendship and our relationship. And with that, thank you for
Thanks, Delilah.
tuning in to another episode of Amplify, because we like fancy people. And happy 4th of
Fancy
July.
people.
Keep your fingers, people. Keep your fingers.
All the
Bye.
fireworks, folks.